The Constitution for the United States is the overarching requirement that every state must follow.
No state can create its own alternative legislation, substitute that for the guarantees of the Constitution, and then go out and enforce that.
Clause 1 of Amendment 5 to the United States Constitution says that no person should be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment by a grand jury.
So if your police are relying upon an inferior state statute that permits them or directs them to charge by way of information as opposed to indictment as required by Clause 1 of Amendment 5, then that officer is committing a crime.
So your police officers, your prosecutors, your judges, they are all under a contract. That's a contract to perform based on the oath or affirmation that they took to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
So I have approximately 46,000 criminal affidavits on behalf of victims that have been charged by way of information as opposed to indictment from right here within the state of Pennsylvania.
No state shall create or enforce any law that shall abridge the privileges or immunities of United States citizens.
Title 18 USC subsection 242, which is deprivation of rights under color of law. What that statute says is that any person who, under the color of any state statute, ordinance, custom, or regulation, deprives any person of any right secured by the Constitution commits that crime.
The state of Pennsylvania has enacted a law in its inferior constitution that is permitting your public officials and law enforcement, whom you guys all pay, to violate the Constitution of the United States.
Now, the law is a criminal conspiracy with regard to public officials. What it states is that any person who, having knowledge of any of the wrongs conspired to be done, and who have the power to prevent or aid in the prevention of the commission of the same, neglects or refuses to do so, may be joined to dispense the action.
I'm here to provide notice today to all of you that you cannot continue to pay public officials to commit crimes against the citizens of this city.
So if this budget that you're about to approve is going to be paying people to abridge their obligations codified in the Constitution of the United States of America, then you need to not approve this budget, because otherwise you are complicit in that criminal conspiracy.
You guys have a budget that is paying your police officers to commit crimes against the constituents of this city.
Proceed.
I do have a notice that I would like to put on the record, please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sergeant Lyons, could you take the information for the record, please? Next individual, please.